This Hugo and Jake, they're coming to take a look at the Quran. So make no mistake, it's gonna be great, delivering more than comedy, that's what they wanna be. But honestly, it's fact from fiction, leaving lasting hits. When Hugo and Jake take faith and illustrate contradictions, create apostates to be great. Atheists make people who believe see the world in a different way. What's on the episode today? Take it away, Hugo and Jake. Loving the way they're splitting the fact from the fake, attempting to make those who hold faith reevaluate and wake up. But they just stay stuck and hate us. Wait and stay in place, no time to waste. The Quran reload with Hugo and Jake.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake. I should get a hype man.
Can I be your hype man?
Yeah.
What does a hype man do? I don't watch enough BET.
I say my name and you go, yeah,
oh,
boy!
Okay, alright, I'm ready.
So do it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy!
No, I regret it.
Okay, well, anyway, we're here to talk about the Quran today, and we're continuing with the women. It is, as you might imagine, disrespectful to women. So let's see more about what the Quran has to say about gender equality in the 4th Surah, verse 67. And we would have given them from our presence a rich compensation, and we would have guided them on a straight path. If you remember last episode, we sort of ended with them saying, why aren't the Jews joining the Muslims? We're so great. Why isn't everyone being a Muslim? And they're just saying here, if they had joined us, we would have been so nice. I somehow doubt it.
Can you imagine a Muslim community, accepting Jews converting at this point? Can you imagine Palestine being like, you know what? Israelis that want to convert, come on over. Come on over here. We're friends now. We're the same. It's all good. I forgive you.
Well, what happened was it was sort of like it was exes kind of thing. It wasn't like a messy breakup, but it wasn't necessarily mutual. And maybe within 6 months, maybe a year, you could have gotten back together. But now it's been 5 years, and then you see him at the grocery store, and you gotta hide behind the produce, so you're not running into him because it's awkward. It's like that, but there's more beheadings and children shields on the part of Palestine.
Wow, I didn't think you were gonna go for child shields.
Well, I didn't think Palestine would either, but here we are.
Do you strap them to the chest, or
no? Just
get many children. You get some leg greaves. You get some gauntlets made out of children, and then just a chest plate. What's a child helmet like? Just a baby taped to your skull?
Ah, see, you solved this problem immediately. I didn't know we were asking so many questions. You're a resourceful fellow. Whoever obeys God and the messengers, these are those whom God has blessed. Among the prophets and the sincere and the martyrs and the upright, excellence are those as companions. That is the grace from God. God suffices as knower. O you who believe, take your precautions and mobilize in groups or mobilize altogether. Is that just a general strategy? Just, either break up or just, stay together, whatever. I don't know why that's the voice of the strategist here, but...
Because he's a converted Jew.
Oh, there you go. See, he got on the train early.
Right, you can't break the dialect, though.
He got in on the Islam beta before the version 1.0 came out, and they added the anti-Semitism. Gotcha. He's grandfathered in. Among you is he who lags behind. Then, when a calamity befalls you, he says, God has favored me, that I was not martyred with them. Are they shitting on people who are happy they're not dead? 'Cause I'm one of those people.
Yeah, guilty.
But when some bounty from God comes to you, he says, as if no affection existed between you and him. If only I had been with them, I would have achieved a great victory. So, they're mad about two-faced, people who oh guys, I would totally have gone on the suicide bombing mission with you, but one of those days I was super hungover, so I couldn't go to the suicide bombing.
Why is he from Vancouver?
I don't know. I'm just doing voices at this point. And they're just Ahmed, the hangover really doesn't have a bearing on the suicide bombing. If anything, it would have helped. He's like, I've got the most splitting headache, and they're like, that wouldn't have been an issue if your head was actually split open. You're not looking pleased with me today. No? All right. Well, it's going to continue in this manner, so buckle up. Let those who sell the life of this world for their hereafter fight in the cause of God. Whoever fights in the cause of God and then is killed or achieves victory, we will grant him a great compensation. And why would you not fight in the cause of God, and the helpless men and women and children cry out, Our Lord, deliver us from this town whose people are oppressive, and appoint for us from your presence a protector, and appoint for us from your presence a victor.
Like a town?
Yeah, I guess we're the only 10 Muslims in town. I guess we're being oppressed for some reason.
Every Muslim town was basically footloose.
John Lithgow.
One angry Muslim John Lithgow, who still sounds just like John Lithgow, just with a beard.
I watched that movie, maybe with like a Jew, Kevin Bacon, although you wouldn't be able to call him Kevin Bacon then.
Kevin Matzah.
Kevin Matzah. Kevin Matzah comes to town.
And he does like standard Jewish dances.
Sure.
Which
they
are basically just...
They won't let him do the chair dance that they do with
that chair dance?
Yeah. We should be screenwriters.
There you go, we figured this out. This is a good screenplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat your heart out, Jordan Peele. We got original ideas too.
Those who believe fight in the cause of God, while those who disbelieve fight in the cause of evil. So fight the allies of the devil. Surely the strategy of the devil is weak. That's good. It's always good to frame everyone who isn't directly aiding you as the opposite. It's always good to demonize everyone who isn't actively aiding you. It's a good way to go about life.
People don't do that now, though.
No, of course not.
Especially not in Western countries.
No.
Or their leaders.
Everyone is very aware of shades of gray, and in no way have I had to stop looking at Facebook because of people on it. Have you not considered those who were told, restrain your hands and perform your prayers and spend in regular charity? But when fighting was ordained for them, a faction of them feared the people as God as ought to be feared, or even more, and they said, Our Lord, why do you ordain fighting for us? If only you would postpone it for us for a short while. Say, the enjoyments of this life are brief, but the hereafter is better for the righteous, and you will not be wronged one bit.
It's so weird betting all your chips on black, and in this case, black is, there's something after you die, and it's awesome. Not that, like, the other religions are true, and that what you just did is a crime against the actual rules of God, and you'll be burning in hell for eternity, or, worse, you wasted every experience you'd ever have by strapping a bomb to your chest and blowing up a garage somewhere, or a cafe, or a library.
I'm mostly interested in the fact that the Quran was aware of conscientious objectors and was able to shit on them. They're like, no, fuck you, you're gonna fight. Seriously, guys? What if they're unfit to fight? You don't know. Just saying.
What if they got a clubbed foot or a hangover?
Sure. Also, I always like that there's the implication that the afterlife is good. Why do you assume the afterlife's better than life? Life isn't fair. Shitty things happen in life. Maybe the afterlife, if it exists, just sucks dick. Like, maybe what if there is a hell and there's just no heaven, and that's just how the universe is? Wouldn't that be fucked up? But so's a lot of shit. Put that in your head.
It's weird that it never crossed their mind that, like, maybe what they were fed is total bullshit. I understand, like, not being, like, how do I describe this? Not being
credulous?
Incredulously skeptic or skeptical, but just any skepticism whatsoever just doesn't flicker anywhere up in here. It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna just, like, even people that you trust most in your life, you think, are they telling the truth? Like, every once in a while, even if they always are, even if they've never lied to you, like your mom.
Yeah, some people are just very comfortable with believing what they believe and don't question it.
guess.
I don't get it.
I don't even know people like that, though. I know people that are extremely devout, but I don't know people that just don't think.
Wherever you may be, death will catch up with you. Even if you are in fortified towers, when a good fortune comes their way, they say, this is from God. But when a misfortune befalls them, they say, this is from you. Say, all is from God. What is the matter with these people that they hardly understand a thing? I don't know why, but in a holy book, the phrase, what is the matter with these people, is hilarious to me. It's so matter of fact. And Quran, much like the Bible, is saying that everything good and bad that happens to you, regardless of whether it's great or fucking terrible, directly from God. So don't blame anyone but him.
Right, and also that implies that anything that is sinful is directly from God and not from Satan, even though right before this they talked about Satan and his fucking plans to destroy humanity or whatever. It doesn't make any sense if all is from God. That makes Satan an agent of God.
But hold on, they're about to contradict themselves. Whatever good happens to you is from God, and whatever bad happens to you is from your own self. We sent you to humanity as a messenger, and God is witness enough. So, before, you should be mad at people who blame others for bad things that happen to them instead of God, but if something bad happens to you, it's your own fault.
So what if you're like a 5-year-old kid and you get cancer? Are you just a shitty 5-year-old?
It's bad for the kid, so it's his fault, but it's good for the parents, so it's God's fault.
Ouch.
Yeah. Whoever obeys the messenger is obeying God, and whoever turns away, we did not send you as watcher over them. Hey, guess who wrote this? The fucking messenger.
Yeah. I love how chapter 4, they've already established that like the messengers of God, the priests and the caliphate and all that, those are the people that are in charge. So if you don't listen to them, you're directly disobeying God, no matter what they say. I wonder why that was crafted in such a way.
I wonder if when they were doling out Qurans, like, okay, guys, this is our new religion. I know it wasn't like this, but bear with me for a minute. And, like, they got into chapter 4 here, and they're like, oh, this is pretty good so far. Like, women are worth half as much as men. That makes sense. Like, oh, we should kill people and be happy dying in the name of Allah, fine. And then they slipped in that one sentence, and they're like, wait a minute. Nah, it's probably fine. And they kept going. And yeah. They profess obedience, but when they leave your presence, some of them conspire something contrary to what you said. But God writes down what they conspire, so avoid them and put your trust in God. God is guardian enough, so even if you're gonna scheme against us, God knows and he'll whisper it in our ears. Scare tactics. It's a scare tactic. Do they not ponder the Quran? Had it been from any other than God, they would have found it much discrepancy. When some news of security or alarm comes their way, they broadcast it, but had they referred it to the messenger and to those in authority among them, those who can draw conclusions from it would have comprehended it. Were it not for God's blessing and mercy upon you, you would have followed the devil except for a few.
So, any ideas you have, any thoughts you have, you need someone else to interpret that information for you before you make an action. Because you are in full control, and they certainly aren't.
Yeah,
you have free will.
Especially if you find some sort of issue with the Quran or the scripture or the teachings of Muhammad. If you have problems with that, the problem isn't with the teaching, it's with you. You need an imam or someone to explain it to you correctly. This is interesting because there is something similar in Christianity. I know when I was in Christian school, when I was still religious, there was, if you had any questions, it wasn't ever, that's interesting, let's think about that. It was always, let's go talk to the pastor, or let's go talk, and they will explain it.
No, they won't explain it. They'll explain why you're wrong.
Yes, that's what I mean, but you get what I'm saying. So fight in the cause of God. You are responsible only for yourself, and rouse the believers. Perhaps God will restrain the might of those who disbelieve. God is stronger in might and more punishing. Whoever intercedes for a good cause has a share in it, and whoever intercedes for an evil cause shares in its burdens. God keeps watch over everything. So you get it, good people, good, bad people, bad, black, white, blah, blah, blah. But
how do you determine what's good or bad if you do the thing before you get permission to do the thing? It's not actually black and white. It's you're told if it's black or white, whether it's black or white or not.
When you are greeted with a greeting, respond with a better greeting or return it. God keeps... What if you get two really devout Muslims together? Do they just go in like an infinite loop of just trying to out-greet each other? Like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm great. How are you? I am fantastic. And then they just like die of thirst.
Do you think that being louder means it's a better greeting?
How else would you interpret that? I don't talk to people, so. God, there is no God except He. He will gather you to the day of resurrection, in which there is no doubt. And who speaks more truly of God? You ever notice that they always end the day of resurrection with, in which there is no doubt. There's no more better sign of confidence than when you say something and every time you say it, you say, and that's for sure gonna happen. Same.
Believe me.
What is the matter with you? Divided into two factions regarding the hypocrites when God himself has overthrown them on account of what they did. Do you want to guide those whom God has led astray? Whomever God leads astray, you will never find a way for him. Whoever God leads... So wait, is God leading people astray then? Intentionally?
Yeah, but then Tom ruined that shit.
Yeah.
Tom got invented and they're like, no more of that noise, God.
They would love to see you disbelieve, just as they disbelieve, so you would become equal. So do not befriend any of them unless they emigrate in the way of God. If they turn away, seize them and execute them wherever you may find them, and do not take from them allies or supporters.
Why do we have to execute them?
Because they're not Muslims anymore, which apparently means you need to murder them.
Why couldn't you just, try to talk them into it?
Murder them.
What if you talk them into
murder
it?
them.
Okay.
Except for those who join people with whom you have a treaty, or those who come to you reluctant to fight you, or fight their own people. Had God willed, he would have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. If they withdrew from you, and do not fight you, and offer you peace, then God assigns no excuse for you against them.
So if they retreat, you're not allowed.
Yeah.
You hear that, Muslims? Not allowed.
Yeah. You will find others who want security from you, and security from their own people. But whenever they are tempted into civil discord, they plunge into it. So if they do not withdraw from you, nor offer you peace, nor restrain their hands, seize them and execute them wherever you find them. Against these, we have given you clear authorization. It's okay, guys. Throwing the gays off the roofs, everything ISIS does, they've been authorized. Someone should probably get Trump on the phone and let him know they're allowed now.
Authorization. It implies that there's a Muslim guy on top of a roof with a gay, and he's like... Do we have confirmation? And then there's two Muslim guys in the basement with matching keys on opposite sides of the room, and they stick it in the things, and they both turn at once, and then he kicks the gay off the roof when the keys are turned.
Yeah. So
and then someone's like, "Why do they turn the keys? It's symbolic, Jeremy."
So I think that's it for this episode. A little bit shorter episode this week, but just how it divides up, it makes more sense if we start the next one next week, because next week it's going to start with what happens if you kill a fellow Muslim. What are the repercussions? Even though we just talked about murdering other people, they're not Muslim, so they don't count as people. So anyway, you can always follow us on Twitter at Bible Reloaded.
You can follow Hugo at Hugo Reloaded. You can also subscribe to the channel and get what are we going to give them? I have
videos.
This Diet Pepsi cap.
I was just going to say they get videos if they subscribe. That's what they get.
Oh. What? You have an option of the cap, though.
You can always donate to our Patreon campaign. We do a once-a-month patron-only hangout, which is a lot of fun, and we also have other details on there about the other things you can get in a monthly loot crate style thing.
We just did that hangout, by the way, for everybody, for a taste.
Yeah.
You can go look right here at the thing, the goobly goo.
Yeah, globbity glip. So, I guess that's it. Until next time, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
Yeah, boy.
Boo, boo, boo.